Welcome to Coach's Corner, Cat fans, and thanks for listening in. Recap of Minster last week, preview of Versailles. Last week's game certainly unusual for the last few years. So it's been a long time since I've had to be on here with a loss, but that goes with the territory. Sometimes things happen. So the score was 33-18 in the loss. Very disappointing, obviously, and frustrating. Minster had come in at 0-4 in the league and not playing great. But give it to Coach Stokes and his staff and their players. They came in ready to play and really excited to play, and they had a good plan, and they stuck to that plan and executed that plan. So hats off to them. We probably I guess we didn't execute as well as we would have liked. On defense, we didn't do the things that we take a lot of pride in, and stopping long drives and giving up big touchdowns, which we gave up a couple long passes and gave up 2-3 really long drives. So that's a formula for losing. Offensively, we didn't convert the first drive of the game. We had a 1st and goal on the 3 and ended up with a field goal. We had some lack of communication on a fake punt when we were up 3-0, which I think it would have really opened up and maybe got us to a 10-0 lead. And so, but give them credit. They played hard and we didn't play great. And so that's what happens. That's what happens sometimes, and you lose. And where do we go from here? And what can we learn from that? It's an event that the outcome wasn't what we wanted. So we'll see how we respond this week. I think the coaches really took it hard and took it personal. I think the players were certainly disappointed, and so this week of practice has been good so far. So the response has been good. I think the kids bounced back pretty well. The JVs came back and won on Saturday morning and got us off feeling better as we headed into Saturday and Sunday's weekend. So we'll see. We'll see how we respond, and hopefully the troops will come back and be ready to go. Brad Gear is coming back this week. We didn't think he would be back, but he got cleared today. And so he practiced really pretty well today. So he seems to be fine. Preview for Versailles. Well, let's back up here a little bit as we move on to Versailles. In the league standings right now, Marion, us, and St. Henry all have one loss, so we're all 4-1 together. Marion and St. Henry still have to play each other, and we've beaten Marion and St. Henry. So that'll be interesting. See how this unfolds these next 3 weeks, and certainly we certainly want at least a share of that league title, but we got to do it. We got to go play and got to win. So preview of Versailles. They've been playing pretty well as of late. That defensively they're really pretty solid. Their front 4 guys are really good, thick, strong kids, and they run to the ball. They're not very big in the back 7, but they run well and they do some things different. They press a lot with their corners, so it makes it sometimes a little more difficult to get to your guys, get the ball to those guys. So defensively, I would say is the strength of their team. Offensively, they're more of a run team. Run first, I think probably 65-70% run. And so that's a good challenge for us. They're more of a kind of a wing T style with some jet sweeps and some counters and some boots off of those plays. So we've been really working that hard this week on getting to the ball and staying home on the counters and forcing that ball if they're going to run it flat, keep it flat, and run it down. So what do we need to do to win? Well, I guess we go back to our old formula and really try to stop that run and not give up those big plays. When you do that, that causes problems. Turnovers has been great for us this year. We've won that battle almost every game. We're still +7 in turnovers. We've only turned the ball over once all year, which is incredible. So that's a good good thing. Our kicking game has been solid all year. So we hope to continue that. Offensively, I guess most importantly for me at this point is convert when we get down inside the 20 to score touchdowns. And so we've had some field goals, which is good. We like those points, but we want to finish those drives, and so hopefully we can do that this week. A couple things with the Versailles game. It is a home game, 7:30 start. It is senior night. It is senior night, and so it's a good special night for us. We always bring the fathers, all the dads of the seniors into the locker room pregame, and my dad's going to come and talk a little bit. He's 91, and he likes doing that, and just to express a few things, and so that's always a good night for us. The other thing is the ball drop, and so the big ball drop, you can buy a ball for $20 with the chance of winning 10,000. So they're selling 1,000 balls at $20 a shot, so a $10,000 a win on that. And so we're looking forward to the game. Hopefully you come out and join us. One last thing here, I'd like to thank 6 of our alumni. A couple weeks ago, after the Fort Recovery game, we had an alumni golf outing, which was a lot of fun out at the Elks. And 6 of our young guys, the 25, 26, 27-year-olds, Corey Klinke, Keith Wenning, Kyle Arns. I'm going to take a peek here so I don't forget anybody. Adam Rammel, Ryan Geyer, and Chunky Deuce. Felt like they all liked to golf, and so they wanted to put together a alumni golf outing. It turned out great. We had 30 groups, and the weather was really nice, and we stayed out the Elks and watched the Ohio State game afterward. So that we're going to try to continue. We're definitely going to continue that and make that even bigger and better. So really want to thank those guys for putting that on. They made several $1,000s, and they're going to donate that back to the program and find something that they think is important that would be good for the program, or something that the players could use that would last a long time. So really want to thank those guys, and it was a fun event. So those of you out there listening next year, hopefully you can join that alumni golf outing at some point. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have a better outcome this week. You got to move on. You move on. There's some things that happen to all of us, and if football is the worst thing that happens to me in this next few months, well, then life is good. I can move on and try to get them ready and get us back on the winning track. So thanks for watching, and go Cavs.